Now for a tutorial on Magna Centipede stage. This stage is actually kind of fun to run. The only downside is the boss fight. This first half of the stage is very intense because there was a lot of charging and a couple of weapon switching, and you also have to conserve your burners for this stage as well. Because one of the bosses is actually weak to rush burner. So as you teleport in, you're going to switch to burner, and from the start, you're just going to dash over this guy. Now, you're going to be charged up once you get to this platform here that I'm kind of taking damage on. The idea, you're going to rush burn through this enemy, and as you come off of this ledge, you're going to end up under this enemy's initial starting point, and you're going to weapon cancel, and you're going to dash shot to take out this enemy as he comes on screen. Now, if you notice, as he spawned, his shield is not out. You can actually kill him before his shield comes out, and that way you don't have to dash over him like that, because that will slow you down. And this is also important because the very last stage of the game, you're going to be playing the first half of the stage again. So it's very important that you know how to run this part. So from the start, dash jump, rush, weapon cancel, shoot. I always spam the buster a couple of times there, or a couple lemons, just to make sure that I catch him. It works about 95% of the time. Very rarely will I miss. But once you do that, you're automatically going to be charging up again with your burner. So you're going to be switching from burner, weapon cancel, and back to burner again for the next part. So you're going to dash through, dash jump over that. If you catch those, don't worry about it. You're going to trigger that to start these blocks, because while this is going on, you're going to be getting this item, or this heart tank up here. So if you catch this guy and make him fall, then don't kill him, because you can actually reset him by despawning him and respawning him in his initial position. And you could just use the burner to do that. Switch to chain, and that'll get you closer to the heart tank. And as you fall down, you can do that, which I don't normally do, but I've seen a lot of runners do that. But solely just to save a few frames. So now you're going to do this part. You're going to trigger this, air dash, chain, back to burner, charge up. Now there's something I forgot to do right there, and that was to charge up the burner for this next part. So what I'm going to do is reset. See, there's a lot of intense stuff that's going on in this first half of the stage that you got to know. Otherwise, you're going to probably come a little bit short on weapon energy for your bosses. So we're going to do that first part again. Basically, the part I messed up, I forgot to recharge the burner again a second time for the long air dash speed burn over to the ledge where the sub tank is. So I'm going to try to do this first part of the stage where you're supposed to. And I forgot to weapon cancel, so I'll have to dash over him. Well, crap. This is not working out too well. Okay. Charge up strike chain. Air dash chain. Charge. Switch to burner. Yeah, that's how you want to do that part. But I used too much burner. But then after that, you're going to switch over here. Either a charged Sonic Slicer or a charged Silk Shot is usually the preferred method. Like that. Now I'm going to reset because I want to do that part again. And if I die, and I'll start over at the continue point just beyond that room. So this first half of the stage is pretty intense, but the rest of it is fairly simple. There's not much going on. So to review, it's going to be charge up burner, weapon cancel, dash shot, back to burner for a charge burner. Then you're going to use a strike chain for a heart tank, and then charge chain. There we go. Doesn't matter if you do that. Switch to chain, shoot, hold it, hold down your charge. Ooh, I barely lived. Okay. Okay, now for this part. These blocks will fall if you get close. So what you want to do, you want to dash jump and release your burner exactly under this block. It's going to take you through the rest of it. Then after that, you're going to, immediately after releasing this rush burner, you're going to charge it up again for the sub-tank grab. And you're going to come to the set of double blocks, and you're going to actually wall kick off of the first falling block. Once you get past it a little bit, you're going to hold back to the left as you're wall climbing, and you're just going to wall kick off of it while holding charge, and then you have to do a dash off of it. Like that. That's a pretty technical section, but it's not too difficult once you practice it. Now here's the other, well, damn it. I was going to charge up a silk shot, but I went too far on the weapons. Basically, you're supposed to come in with a charge wheel, but you're not going to use wheel on them. Then you just go charge silk shot, and it magically appears, and you just let go of it, and it kills the sword. But yeah, this first half of this level is crazy. This is Christmas Day, so I kind of slept in, so I'm kind of just not quite awake yet. But, okay. Don't mess this up this time. And then we still got the second half of the stage, where it's not quite as intense. It's very simple. You know what? I'm not going to try to do that very well. Just get on with it. Okay, go in with a charge wheel. As soon as the battle starts, you're just going to walk forward, weapon switch, hit L to silk shot, release your shot, and kill it. Like that. That's how you do the boss. Now, as the boss is exploding, you want to charge up to your burner. Now, this is for a really tricky section, because it's all about just movement. You want to dash off of this ledge, because when you do, you're going to be moving very fast. And you have to avoid these sensors. Now, I'm going to try to do it correctly the first time. If not, I'll just die on purpose. But basically, you do not want to trigger any of these sensors coming down, because that causes the blocks that falls in the next section to fall faster, and the more blocks that fall causes more lag. So this is also a lag reduction strat. So you just want to dash off. There we go. That's the pattern. You might want to rewind the video and watch that section a few times. Charge up as you're holding the, you're going to be charging up with your little explosion there. Okay, as you charge up during that. Yeah, that section's a little tricky. Now, you want to come in, you're going to be killing Centipede without his weakness for most of this fight, because this guy's random, And if you shoot him, okay. Some of his attacks he will not move. He cannot get knocked out of his stance. If he gets knocked out of his stance, he will teleport immediately. Those 2 attacks right there, he will not move out of his stance. Say he just teleported because I did that at the end. But he did not get knocked out of his stance, which is very important. This allows you to take advantage of using double charge most of the fight. Now, if he shoots shurikens and you shoot him with a charge shot, he will get knocked out of his stance and he will teleport. Okay, if he does that, charge shot chain, charge up for double charge. Yeah, he'll teleport. There's a way to make him not teleport. I believe you have to get hit by his tail fragments as he's doing that attack. I'm pretty sure that's it. This is just a very hard fight to do well because there's so much randomness that goes on. I'm going to die on purpose. But if you get into his tail, you want to obviously wiggle out as fast as possible. Like that. It's kind of hard to do that when you're holding a charge. But the idea, once you get down to... Ooh, I just realized, I don't think he has a hitbox when he does that. That's odd. There's a lot more to this fight than you think there is, but the idea, you just come in with a charge shot here. Or a double charge. You're going to have to watch his health, because once you get him down to 8 health, you can actually then finish him off with the fully charged silk, which is his actual weakness. But see, if you keep knocking him out of his stance, he just teleports, and it takes forever. Because he could do the teleport multiple times. See all those teleports that he does? That's wasting time. But this boss is random like Sponge. And he'll die with a Chark Silk here. Yeah, this stage is just really, really hard to do well also. It's really hard because of the boss fight. But for that last section, when you dash through the blocks to not cause lag, you just do you switch to the explosion. You switch to the explosion or the Giga Crush, so you don't get accustomed to shooting a burner, because you need all your burners for this stage to get through it. So you just do that, and you can actually charge up your weapons while you're on Giga Crush. So that once you get to the boss room, you switch over to burner, and then you hit him with charge burner and all the burners until you have one left, and you're going to use that one little last health of charge burner to get through that last alarm section. But that's pretty much how you do Centipede. So I hope that helps you guys out there.